What's going on, guys? Welcome to Feel Spirit. Hope you've been feeling spirit lately. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should knock tune your arrows and check your arrows very regularly. But wait, before we get started, these t-shirts are 50% off, $10 a piece at feelspirittv.com or the first link in the description. I haven't been able to hunt much and I'm trying to get rid of them, so beginning of the season sale, but it's a little bit late. Anyways, let's get back into the video. I haven't been able to hunt much because I've been working recently, so I figured I'd try to get a video out because I have no footage at all. I've been out a few times and I haven't seen many deer. Pretty low acorn crop this year, so I haven't seen many deer. But anyway, I gotta get talking about knock tuning your arrows because this is something that is so super important I have found. So if you've watched the video of me shooting the doe, if you haven't, you can go back and watch it. As I was watching that back, I thought the arrow was flying funky, but I didn't think about it. A few days ago, I was outside shooting my bow before I went hunting, and luckily I did. And when I shot, my arrow flew crazy. And I went and shot, and it just kept flying weird. So I went and grabbed a bear shaft, came out here, shot it, and it was flying knock low. Fixed the knock low. It flew a little bit better, but it still flew a little weird. Well, I kept wondering what was going on, so I took one of my hunting arrows, screwed a field tip in it, shot it at the target, and it flew crazy. But wait a minute, I tuned all these arrows and knock tuned them before I put them in the quiver. I did, but I knock tuned them with the regular knock. All of these hunting knocks have luminocks on them. What did that do? When I put the luminocks down in them, it changed the knock tune. They started flying differently. So I took the time and knock tuned the arrows. So I went ahead and knock tuned all four of my arrows again with the luminocks in the bow, because that was super important and I neglected it. I didn't know that you had to tune it with the luminock. I figured the regular knock would tune and then I could slide the luminock down in there and it'd be the same. Because the reason you do that is these carbon shafts, the way they're made, they have a seam, so they bend differently in certain spots, and you kind of have to spin it to hit that sweet spot to where it's perfectly tuned. And I didn't do that with the luminocks in. I did with the regular knocks. And you can see if you look, most of my arrows are marked on the side because I had them knock tuned. But they weren't knock tuned with luminocks, and they flew weird. Luckily I caught that, and then I got to thinking, I'm like, the arrow did fly a little bit weird whenever I was kind of whipping a little sideways a little bit. I seen some wiggling in it. I'm not trying to excuse my bad shot. That was 100% me. The arrow straightened up in flight, but it didn't fly exactly straight. I realized now why that was doing that was because I thought I was shooting different form or I changed something, and in reality, it was all the knock tune of my arrow. So check your knock tune. If you haven't knock tuned your arrows yet, you might want to. Unless you bear shaft tuned every single arrow and then left the knock in the same exact spot, then you might be a little bit off tune. You might want to check it. And always keep checking your brace height, because if that slips down, that knock height is going to have to go up. And I didn't account for that. And I checked my brace height, and when I did, it was about 2/8 shorter, which is a quarter. And I had to move the knock height about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit more, and then it started flying straight again. But before it gets dark, I want to shoot a couple shots and show you how straight this arrow is flying now. Well, it's getting a little dark, but I got a luminock on my arrow. I went ahead and took the #1 arrow in my quiver and shoot it at the target. So my knock tune was about a quarter of a turn, I guess 90 degrees, was off about 90 degrees. But anyway, I'm gonna take a couple shots at the red target and see how straight she flies. Sure, you could see that. That was a missile. I'm gonna go grab it and do it again. All right, so let's do it again. This is about 15 yards too. flying pretty straight. Anyways, so now you can see how flat and straight those are flying because I had to knock tune them again. But since I knock tuned them again, they're flying straight. So for those of you that are hunting or just shooting your backyard, check your knock tune. If it's flying a little bit weird, slow-mo it. If you can't see it by naked eye, slow-mo it, see how they're flying. If they're not flying perfect, spin a knock a little bit. You might fix it. If you're way out of spine or something like that, you're probably not going to be able to tune it. But your arrow will fly better at a specific knock angle. A lot of the times when I fletch the arrows, they don't actually end up with the cock fletch facing out or up. Usually it's just random, but I just do it out of habit and out of looks anyway. So anyways, with that being said, I will close the video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank the Lord for a beautiful day. Thank the Lord for a plentiful hunting season. I know I only killed one. I ain't really been able to go like normally. The speed's been changed, but I am grateful for the one that I killed. Grateful that I'm not sick anymore. And yeah, if everything goes right, I will be going on 3 weeks worth of hunting trips, but that's only if everything goes right, so I'm not holding my breath. But if I do, then I'll be having some pretty good videos. And yeah, that being said, thank the Lord for a beautiful day. If you want to, go pick up a t-shirt. They're 50% off, $10 a piece. philspirittv.com or first link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps. And yeah, y'all keep on feeling the spirit.